Good afternoon / early evening. It's my birthday, and what a birthday treat to be joined by the fabulous Jade Ann, who is a mindset and marketing guru. And Jade has been amazing and showed up amazing, especially in the last year. I'm extremely proud of her, and it makes me very proud to introduce Jade to you today. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finding out a little bit about Jade's story, and I've known Jade for about a yearish now, and it's been an amazing friendship. So, hello, Jade. How are you doing?
I'm good. I was good until you just said it was your birthday, and I was like, okay, we've just been
I'm
talking.
not. I don't.
It was your birthday. I'm like,
See,
no.
here's the thing, right? Is Ivy's birthday is the 2nd of June. So 7 years and 1 day ago, I had her. So my birthday goes out the window. So it don't really, you can get out your little violin if you like. But when you have a small person whose birthday is the day before you, your birthday is pretty insignificant because you spend the next day just being knackered. Got to be honest. Yeah. But yes, it's my birthday and it's a lovely day because I get to spend a little bit of my evening with you, Jade.
Thanks.
So, what I would love to know, for those people who don't know you, can you tell us a little bit about you and your story and how you got to be doing? I don't know whether that's correct grammar. Probably not. It's been a long couple of days. What you're doing now?
So, I'm Jade. I'm a mum to 2 little girls who are 8 and I had to think about the other one, 5.5. Gosh, the time runs, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Yeah, and I was, until quite recently, working in corporate marketing, and I've been doing that for about 8 years, and I love marketing, super passionate about it, but I kind of felt like I wanted to do something more with life. I felt like I was being held back, and I felt like I wanted to help people, because I'm very much a helper in life. I love to help people. And then probably about 3.5 years ago, I was suffering really bad with migraines, and I went for a tattoo, and the lights were shining down on me, and I was like, oh, like this. Like, what's wrong? I was like, I've got migraines. It's really setting it off. And she was like, oh, I can cure that for you. And she hypnotized me, and she helped to get rid of my migraines. And I didn't have them for a very, very long time, for about 3 years, I think.
Wow.
And she got to the bottom of what it was, and she spoke to my subconscious, and it said, the reason you're having these migraines is because you're unfulfilled in work, and you should be doing something more, you should be giving back to people. And it was kind of really a powerful experience. And I was like, I want to learn this stuff, this weird stuff. I want to learn how to do it.
What is this voodoo magic?
That's it, magic. So I went away and I trained as a control practitioner, which is a particular system we use. And yeah, essentially I'm a hypnotist and help people with their mindset and help them to overcome all of their traumas and things like that. And what I found is I started off as an anxiety therapist purely because everyone that came to me wanted help with anxiety. And then what happened after that was I found a lot of the women that were coming to me were entrepreneurs, and they were holding themselves back. They weren't being visible. They had lots of limiting beliefs. And because of that, I then decided, actually, I'm going to kind of niche a little bit. So I started helping entrepreneurs a lot more, working with them. And then everyone kept saying to me, oh, how do you know all this stuff about marketing? How come you're getting clients and we're really struggling, and those sort of things? And that's kind of how I decided to merge both. So those clients that I was working with on their mindset, I then ended up working with in marketing as well. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is a good model here to help people overcome their limiting beliefs and then help them now in marketing. So that's what I've been doing. And yeah, I absolutely love it. Hopefully my clients love it as well. And more recently, I then progressed on from marketing and mindset to now owning a marketing agency as well, which is just a bit crazy, really. Because I always used to joke about it with my colleagues back in the day, let's get a marketing agency. Why not? We're amazing. And now I've got one.
It's incredible, like your growth, like to watch it. And this is, I think, your story is really key for people that are like plateauing or struggling at the moment, going, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think that the most beautiful thing that I see about you, Jade, and you're amazing at what you do. Like, yes, you've got lots of experience. Yes, you're trained in mindset and all that stuff. But it's like, it's more than that. Like, anyone can have knowledge, but it's like you've got such a drive and a passion and a care for really helping your clients and getting the most out of them. And it's almost like you're practicing what you preach. You're like understanding what you've done this last year, in my view, is understanding your fears that are holding you back, tackling them head on, even though it might be the most uncomfortable thing, and going for it because you've seen a need and know that there's so many people that need this. And I think the thing sometimes we can get stuck in is when we are, plateauing or stuck in a rut or whatever, is we will let that fear control us and go, oh, I'll just have 15 days off while I get. But I think it's all right, and I've been that person, right? But it's all right to have a day off and settle yourself and find out. And I'm a big believer in exploring what's going on internally, because that's always the issue in my mind. It's not more knowledge. But what I love about that is that you sort of like carry on regardless, and you've it's beautiful to see like the clients that you've helped, because I know some of them and how amazing they've done, but that comes from your amazing ability to show up and practice what you preach. So I just want to celebrate you for that, really, Jade.
Thanks.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really struggled with, as much as I was good with marketing, I had this limiting belief myself, because yes, therapists also have limiting beliefs. And one of my big limiting beliefs was I don't like sales. Sales is icky.
I remember.
I can't sell. And I remember we actually met on a retreat and we were in the same room together. And you told me you was a sales coach. And I think probably the first thing I said was like, oh my God, I'm not a saleswoman. Like, I hate selling. You have to help me with this. And I remember you saying, yeah, okay, yeah, we can help each other. We can do this. Sales isn't difficult. And I was like thinking, yeah, it is, Nat.
Shut up, Nat. Go to sleep, Nat.
You were either a confident person who knew how to sell, or you were an unconfident person who didn't know how to sell. And I felt I was in the boat of being, I'm not confident, I'm not extroverted, I'm not sleazy, I can't sell. And that, And I had this belief that probably that I'd be a bad person if I was selling, because I would be pushing onto people, and I had experiences in the past of people trying to sell to me and it just didn't feel nice, and that held me back for so long. And then obviously you was amazing, because you started constantly, whenever I had any of those doubts, you'd be telling me these little gold nuggets of things that would make me go, yeah, okay. And until you're subconsciously ready to take it on board, it was like, yeah, I'm listening, but still think I'm shit at sales. And then I started working with you, and that's when it changed, because then all of a sudden I've invested in myself. And when you invest in yourself, then your mindset goes, okay, I'm ready to do this now. Because if you don't, they always say, if you don't put money down, if you don't put skin in the game, you're not going to do anything. And I think that's so true for me.
Absolutely.
When I started working with you, all of a sudden I'm watching the training videos, I'm asking you questions, and I said to you a couple of weeks ago, I was like, I'm actually really bloody good at selling. And you were like, yes, Jade. How long is it taking to get there? And it's like, yeah, I know. But I do feel that now. I have a really good conversion rate. When I get on a call with someone, I make sure that they've had a look at the form, they know how much it's going to cost, all of that. So part of it's going to be an objection. And I now have a really good conversion rate because of that, because I get onto that call and I'm like, yes, I know who you are. I know that you're already interested in me, and now I feel confident to close that sale. I think before I had no idea how to close a sale, or if that was really a thing. It was just kind of like, I get on a call, I have a conversation, and hopefully they give me their money. Now it's the other way around, which sounds quite funny, I guess, from a marketing perspective. I was quite happy. I think I said to you, anything where I can launch something and I haven't got to get on a conversation with someone, yeah, I'm fine. I can do that. It's marketing based. Get me on a sales call. No, thank you. Now I'm good. But that's all thanks to you. So
thank you, darling. Deborah says she's struggling to hear you. Deborah, are you still struggling to hear Jade? Just let us know in the comments. I don't really know what I can do about that, really. I've put earphones in because there's lots of small people about. No one wants to hear that. I don't want to hear it most days, but hashtag my life. So hopefully they're going to hear a bit better, Jade. But yeah, I think it's a very common one. Like here's what I think people think. I'm happy to serve people, but I'm not happy to sell. You can hear, brilliant. Okay. So I'm probably loud because I'm very loud, and B, I've got the microphone right under my mush. Hello. So.
Let me get closer.
Oh my God, that was loud. That was loud in my ear rolls. Yeah, I think people have this thing about sales that, like, I'm happy to serve and I'm happy to do the work and even sometimes do the things for free, but I don't want to sell. But here's the thing, and here's the truth, sexy secret, is that sales is service. Because what you're doing is, the only thing is you're providing a solution to a problem someone has. And what we do and why we think sales, and I love what you said about that, is that sales is icky, sleazy, pushy, is because of our experiences of how people have sold to us in the past, right? Oh, I'm glad that's better, Debs. So, but what happens is we take that as fact, but we forget all the other times that people have sold things to us and it's been easy, and and actually they've not even had to sell it to us because we've wanted it and approached them most times. Like if you see like Apple, very overused example, but it's true, like the minute the next iPhone comes out, people are queuing around the corner, and they're not like going out there going, please buy my iPhone, I'll send you 30,000 DMs so you buy my iPhone. And it all, sales isn't a telephone call. Sales starts from, it is marketing. It's customer services. It's the way you talk to people. It is conversations. And I think another beautiful distinction you've made is it's qualifying. Like letting people know who it's for, who it's not for. Check in before you even get to the stage of a call that someone's ready to work with you, because that helps you understand them before you're even on the call. And a sales call, just for those of you that don't know, in my opinion, is not about trying to get someone's money. A sales call is about establishing if they're a right fit to work with you. And if you know that you've got that thing that would help them, why would you not offer it to them? That's surely selfish, right? If you know you've got something that can help them get the result called X, and I know like content marketing is a massive thing that people struggle with, and me, and I know you've helped me with that in the past, and you're amazing at it. Your brain is like, I don't know, it's like an incredible computer that just seems to like ping out things you don't even know you're saying, and you can document it. It's incredible. But I suppose that's a bit like me in business. Like I see people's like stuff before they do. I think that's a little bit of being a bit of an empath and a little bit of experience, really. So yeah, but I think there's lots of valid points you've made there. So and also last thing, Chayan over here, is that it wasn't just that you said I'm really good at sales, it's how you said it, right? And
I look at my face,
yes,
I was literally like this, like, yeah, I'm good at sales, I'm bloody good at sales, something like that, wasn't it? Yeah, and
it wasn't it's never the words, peoples, it's the actions, right? So it's the energy and the intent behind it, and it was just, I believed you. I believed you totally. And I think, and that's the state we all want to be in anything. If we feel uncomfortable about anything, especially sales, like if we really believe at core, I'm shit at sales, guess what? That's how we've got to act. And that's because our brain believes everything we tell it. So when you're owning a fact, and even if you have to affirm it a few times, I'm really good at sales, I'm shit at sales, I sell really easy, I convert really easily, then you are, and if you're good at talking to people, and you're a curious little George and you like finding out information about people and finding out their wants and needs, sales is super simple. It really is. So I'd like to know, you talked a little about like sales made simple in the course and the training and all of that stuff I do. So what would you say, if anyone's thinking about sales made simple, or whether to do it, or I don't know, whether it's time or right time, how would you, if you were looking at it again, how would you know it's the right thing to do for you?
I think if you're the sort of person that's thinking, is this right for me, is it not, then that means right now you're not getting the sales that you want. So if you know someone like Natalie who is, she can sell because she's already got your attention, you've already done the challenge, you're already watching the videos, you've seen me, you've seen the other ladies, and all of us that have been involved already. So if you've got any limited belief that says I should join this, I shouldn't get involved on this course, you need to look inside yourself and work out what that is. Because
yeah, absolutely.
The fact that you're interested in it tells me you haven't got enough sales. If you haven't got enough sales right now, then why would you not? Why would you not want more sales? Surely you want more sales, you want to impact more people with what you do, or you want to make more money. So there obviously is a limiting belief there, and I believe if you've got a limiting belief around something, then you need to do something about it. And Nat is the only sales coach that I ever recommend to anyone. So she's been in my membership and trained the ladies. She did my positivity podathon, didn't you?
I did.
Because she's hot at sales. So yeah, if you're worried about it, just have a little think about why you're worried. What is that limiting belief? And if you want to chat to someone who's been through it, send me a message. Like I'm an open book. I'm happy to have a chat. The only thing I'd say is just make sure that you're 100% going to go all in. Because if you go in,
yes,
turn up and you listen and you do what you're told, you'll get the results, because that's what it's about. If you turn up, listen half-heartedly and don't implement, nothing's going to happen. But if you want to make a difference and you want to improve your sales process, you want to feel more confident, you want to make more money, 100% just do it. No brainer.
Love it. Thank you, Jade. And a beautiful thing is, Jade is in Sales Made Simple too, because when you join Sales Made Simple, you get lifetime access. So the point of Sales Made Simple is, when you get in there, you'll see is it's cyclical. So it starts with clarity and ends with, I won't tell you all the steps, but it starts with clarity and ends with scaling. So like when you're ready for your next step, which the course is designed to take you to your next step, you can start again. And Jade's in there as a veteran, and and you'll get Jade as well as me. How cool is that? So I think, I just love my thing is, and I know that Jade, you share the same feelings as me, is when I grow, I want other people to grow with me. It's not fun doing it on your own, is it? And I'm a great believer in helping as many people as possible achieve their next level of income, and more important than income, fulfillment. Because for me, I've been in times of, many times of financial struggle, of thinking, how am I going to pay this, how am I going to do that? But when you've got people around you, not just for the knowledge thing, but when you've got like accountability and people that know you and you're sharing every week and they have your back, there's something about that commonality of doing the same thing, the camaraderie of being in a group, the support, as Jade would say, cheerleaders, then, it brings a different feeling to it, and you're more likely to do it than on your own, I think.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. You need a community of people, and if you've got those people, they've got your back. When you have that sales call and you're like, I've got a sales call booked for tomorrow, how's it going to be? I'm a bit worried about it. You'll have people in the group who are going, you can do this, 100%. Remember what Dad said, don't worry about it, and they'll be supporting you all the way through it. And that's exactly what you need, really. Because I had so many wobbles, but I love the fact that the other ladies on the course help you unpick it. And then they're also like, oh, you come across really confident. I didn't realise you were worried about that. And you'll be surprised how many limiting beliefs you share with other people on the course. And you're like, wow, okay, she just said that, but actually that's relevant for me too. So you're kind of learning from each other as well as learning from Nat, which I think is really important.
Absolutely important, like it's not the Natalie show. Like my job really is, although I love the Natalie show, my job is to facilitate and to make sure you're implementing your learning, right? It's not to do it for you, certainly not to do that, but it is to like help you. And I think what you've said brings up a key point, Jade. It's like whatever you do, whether you invest in Sales Made Simple or not, whatever your investment is like you've got to show up not only committed and willing to do the work, but be honest. Because if you're worried about, and I've been worried about this when I've done things before, it's like, oh, people in here are like further along the road than me, or they've got a bigger business than me, or they're making more money than me. And that stuff doesn't matter, because it's like what you said, all therapists have limiting beliefs, all humans have limiting beliefs, right? So whatever stage we are in life, it could be personal, friendships, relationships, business, whatever, but that stuff will not, it sort of like reverberates into every other area of your life. So it's like you have to commit to, it's a safe space. It's, when you get into the community, it's a secret group, so no one can find it unless, you're in the course. But it's really important to show up honestly and not pretend like, oh, everything's fine if it's not, because if you hold that back and keep that in and internalize it, that's what keeps you stuck, whatever you do, like do this or not. But I think it's really important to find your group of people that you feel safe to share the honest truth with.
I'm pretty sure I cried on one of the sessions, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did anything horrible, just because I had like one of those moments where I was like, that's my block. That's it.
Yeah.
And I had that realization. I let it all out, and then it was like, okay, I've cracked it. I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most people cried, didn't they, last night? Probably even me. I probably got it. I mean, I did an interview with Donna on Tuesday, I think it was, and I cried. You know, like, it don't take much. But, but it's good because that's releasing. And for a lot of us, like, I'm not the biggest crier, but it's a great thing when you do, because you realise that's releasing some pent up stuff. So it's really important that we do that. But yeah, so thank you for saying that. So, Jade, tell us about you. What have you got going on at the moment? Where can we find you? If someone's interested in looking at their marketing and their mindset, how do we know what to do?
So you can find me on Facebook on Jade and Coaching. I've got a group where you can head in there. It's for intuitive females who want to work on their marketing and mindset. So you get free training in there and advice. So it's called the Intuitive Entrepreneur Business Community. So yeah, head over there, come say hello. Everyone is welcome. And let me know if there's anything specific that you're kind of struggling with mindset wise or marketing wise, and you want to ask questions. That's what that group's all about. Very open. The ladies in there are amazing. My thing is all around being a cheerleader. So yeah, everyone in there is there to support you.
I love that, Jade. Thank you. Yeah, go check Jade out. And she's got an amazing post. If you ask by Jade on her personal profile, it tells you loads about her and how you can get involved. Facebook user, I'm sorry, I can't see your name, said, so true, you always assume it's just you. And you do, but we all have this stuff. And the problem is because we make it so, can't think of the word. What is the word I'm trying to think of? Taboo. Because we make talking about like problems, I can't talk about problems because I've got to show up on social media as shiny happy life and everything's perfect. Bollocks to that is what I say. It's like, the fact is the way we build relationships, when you think about it, is when we open up and be a bit more vulnerable, because people can go, oh yeah, that's like me. And exactly like what you're saying, you assume it's always you. When I find out it's not just me, that's the thing that makes me connect. And you're right, Facebook user, sorry. Just give StreamYard permission. I always forget to say that. Until you speak to others and find you're far from alone. Absolutely. This is why, you know, we've been through probably the toughest time for communication over the last 18 months or whatever. So it's anyone's job who is on social media and does any type of content, be that just for your personal self, to talk about vulnerability so that we don't feel like we're alone. Deb says, you make me feel brave and bold. Oh, but I might cry a lot. That's all right. We got you, Debs. We've got you. Yes, I will put some links in after this video to JD Poos. I've talked about poo today with loo rolls on my head. That sounds lovely, Debs. I'm fascinated by that. I may check that out later.
What is your business, Deb?
Wow. Anyway, and on that note, I think that might be a cue to go. So if you are interested in Sales Made Simple and want to be in there with me, Debs and Jade, and find out how these amazing, beautiful women have thrived over the last sort of like 9 months, I suppose, since we started the course last time, come and join us. And if you're like, I need to know a bit more, I want to find out if it's right for me. Underneath us here, you've got a link to book your call, and you can do that very easy. I'll talk to you quickly, and believe me when I say, I will not put your hand behind your back and push you. If you are not ready, you will not be coming on the course. So have no fear of that. It is all about you. So if you do have any hesitation or you've got some questions, just pop to that link, which I'll also put in the comments, and you can book a call with me. Anything else you want to add, Jada?
No, I'm just laughing at Deborah. So she said, can't find this. So I'm going to have to go into Facebook stalking after this. There you
go. So, Deb, you've gained a new stalker, which is good. We all love a stalker. You have to put your Mac on, Jade, and your cap, and get a newspaper. And on that note, I'm going to go because I think I've got some balloons awaiting for me downstairs. And yeah, I'm going to eat loads of chocolate, I think. That's because that's what you do on your birthday.
Nice.
Right, so have a lovely rest of your evening, Jade. Thank you very much for joining me. And I just want to finish by saying I am super proud of you and your journey. You're doing amazing. And the most amazing thing is you're helping lots of other wonderful people get their marketing out there, which they wouldn't have before you. So I am very proud of you.
Don't make me cry.
Damn it, I didn't get a cheer. Right, lots of love to you all. And I will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Goodbye now.